She's with you every day and every night, but the time will come when you have to leave her overnight in the care of someone else.
Well, the first time you leave a baby overnight is going to obviously be nerve-wracking because you haven't been away from them yet and you're always sure that they can't live without you. But you're going to have to go. At some point, there will come a day when you're going to not be with your firstborn for a night, and they'll be okay, and so will you.
American Baby lifestyle editor and mother of two, Jessica Hartshorn, has some tips to make it easier on you and baby.
It'll be important to keep the baby's routine as strict as it usually is, or at least, following the same path as it usually does. So whoever's with your baby, whether it's your parent or a babysitter, should probably have a written list of how you normally do bedtime, whether you do a bath and then a bottle and then pajamas and then sing a song, or whatever the routine is. Have the caregiver follow the usual routine. That's going to help the baby adjust and go right to sleep.
The same goes for during the day if you're leaving your child for more than one night.
What they usually like to eat for breakfast, what time they usually take their naps, all that kind of information is going to be important for the caregiver. As many notes as you can give them.
You may have the urge to call every minute, but Jessica warns don't overdo it, especially at night.
The caregiver is usually trying to get the baby to sleep, so calling can be disruptive to their routine, and plus it might wake the baby up, and you don't want the baby to hear your voice when they're just trying to get to bed. That might not help. I would say have the caregiver text you a little message when the baby's fallen asleep. Then you can feel reassured and go to sleep yourself. Hopefully get a full 8 hours. And then in the morning, call and actually talk to your baby, hear them making their little baby noises, and sort of make the connection again during daytime.
If your child's caregiver has a camera phone or can easily upload photos from a digital camera, Jessica suggests asking them to send you a few photos of what your baby's up to throughout the day. Cara Bruno has yet to leave her 20-month-old Miley overnight.
We think about it and we're talking about it. We'd like to be able to leave her at my mom's house overnight, but not in years from now. I'd like to try it soon.
Jessica says it can be a good idea to start young.
In some ways, it's easier to leave a young baby because they can't say, "Mommy, don't go," or fight with you about it. And yet for young babies, the sense of time is sort of fluid, so they're not really counting the hours till you come home the way a 5-year-old might, for instance.
Most babies don't need to be prepped to spend a night in the care of someone other than mom and dad.
You're not going to be able to prepare your baby for the fact that you're leaving, especially if you're talking about a baby under 2 who's not going to understand what you're saying. You can definitely go through the motions of saying, "I'm not going to be here tonight, honey, but I'll see you tomorrow," to make yourself feel better. The baby might get the gist of it too, but there's not that much you can do to prepare a young baby. You just have to reassure yourself that the baby is going to trust that you come back. And when you do in fact come back, you're teaching them that they're right to trust you. You do always come back.
But Cara says Miley responds well to explanations.
So I would really explain, no secrets, no just dump and run, because that does not work with her. When I sneak away, she cries. If I explain, okay, she says. So I would have to really explain. We're gonna eat dinner with grandma, mommy's gonna leave, you can watch a show, read books with grandma, and then this is where you're gonna sleep, grandma's gonna put your pajama. Explain literally the course of events.
Jessica says leaving behind some reminders of mom may make it easier for baby.
Yeah, there are a couple things you can do to just make your baby reassured that you're still around in the world, like leaving a t-shirt or a nightgown that smells like you, having your picture on the refrigerator so that the caregiver can hold your baby up and look at the picture of mommy. Those sort of little cues reassure your baby that you're still around, you're coming back.
Or try testing the waters with a relative first.
She's sort of gung-ho to do things. So we're probably making a way. She probably could have stayed at my mother's house months ago, but we'll try it. And if it doesn't work, then we'll just wait a few more months and try it again. It'll work eventually.